guys. Thanks for coming in tonight. I am doing a bait making. I am making baits for Ken, the boring fisherman. He ordered some swim baits and he ordered some Ned rigs. So I'm gonna get him. He wants two packs of swim baits and he wants a pack of Ned rigs. So I am going to make them tonight for him. Thanks for being here. We're gonna wait for some people to get in. I'm gonna prepare the molds right now. I'm gonna actually put some worm oil in here and start prepping these just to get them ready. Let's see. I got a bluegill color. I'm gonna do the swim baits. That's a good all-around color. It's like I really like it. I've had some really good success with the bluegill color, so I'm gonna make him 2 packs of those. And then I'm going to make him a pack of Ned rigs and probably a green or brown pumpkin with some blue flake. So we're going to do that. So I just prepped the one mold, and then I got my Ned rig mold here that I'm going to prep also. I'm going to shoot the swim baits first, and then we'll shoot the other ones after that. So we're gonna be shooting a bunch of molds or a bunch of baits here tonight. So thanks for coming in. We're gonna put this Ned rig one aside for now, and we have the swim baits. So we are going to put that in the mold here, and I am going to mix up my plastic, which I have already the bluegill plastic in here. So I'm gonna put that on 3 minutes, and we're gonna put that on start. Sorry for hey Queen. Yeah, it looks better. It's getting better anyway. So the only thing is the bright light in my bait lab, kind of sensitive eye there. So thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to be making these bluegill pattern for Ken, and then I'm going to make a green pumpkin with probably blue and black flake Ned rigs. Really good color. I really like it, so I think that'll be good for him. Start off, I think he'll catch some fish on those baits for sure. So yeah, not really feeling it tonight, guys. I was going to actually not do a live and just make the baits, but I told everybody I was going to make the baits, so I'm here making them live. My head, just got a headache, tired. I got to take my medicine, but I didn't take it yet because it kind of makes me drowsy, so I want to take my medicine after. What does it say? Did you miss any? Oh yeah, I'm missing work. I got time though. I got all kinds of sick time. And vacation, but I'm actually changing my vacation next week to sick time because I'll be away. But I'm gonna change it all up into make it all sick time so I don't lose my vacation days. So I get a chance to do that. So, and we can do that. I already talked to my boss and we're all good with that. So I get a follow up on August 14th is when I get my follow up. So, and this is looking pretty dang good here. I'm gonna put some more. I'm gonna heat this up and put some more plastic in here, and I might add some stuff to it as well. So let's get some plastic out here. Where is my drop shot finesse? Where is my swim bait jerk bait? Swim bait jerk bait. I'm gonna mix this up. I gotta actually order some more of this stuff as well. We're gonna put this in here. Put about that much in there. And we're gonna heat it up and we're gonna keep rolling here. So don't mind me if my eyes look a little crazy. I'm talking like I have a little bit of a cold, but it's my sinuses are acting up. So gotta do what we gotta do. So, but yeah, man, I'm just gonna make these baits tonight, then I'll cure tonight into tomorrow, then I'll send them out for Ken, so when I leave for Tennessee on Saturday, they'll all be shipped out. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. Appreciate you. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It shouldn't take too long to make these baits, so, but I did say I was going live, and I wanted to make sure that I did do that for you guys. Hey, Queen Nessa, thank you guys for coming in. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do so. Appreciate it. I got a headache again. Every time I'm out all day, and right about now, I just feel like I get a headache. And I feel like I have a cold, but it's my sinuses are messed up. But that's what I think is giving me the headache, is the sinuses. What's up, H&S? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. We're just making some bluegill colored swim baits for Ken, the boring fisherman. So I'm just mixing that up right now, and then we're going to shoot it. So I'm going to make sure it's all good to go here. I got greens, blacks, coppers, a little bit of blue. So we're just mixing this up. Then we're going to put it in again for about another 20 seconds. And then we're going to shoot it already. We're going to start shooting. He just got, there he is. There's Ken, the boring fisherman. Well, hopefully we'll take the boring out of your fisherman here with these baits. You'll catch some fish with them and it won't be so boring, right? All right, Ken, so I'm giving you, I mixed up some bluegill colored baits. But this bluegill pattern is also a really good pattern for like saltwater. So I figured if you're doing any kind of saltwater or freshwater, this pattern, bright lights and sunshine, will do that. Yeah, and this light in my bait lab is pretty bright. So, you know, I already have sensitive eyes, so. All right, I think we are ready. So let me see, I want to make sure that this is ready. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right, we're going to shoot it right now, guys. Okay, so we got that shot, and we're gonna let that cure. I appreciate you making me some. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I appreciate you getting them off me, buddy. So thank you for that. No problem. That looks like Off the Hook blue. Like it. Yeah, that's the bluegill colored. It's got a blue and a black. It's got copper. It's got a little bit of green in it. I really like this color. I could make it a little darker with like a black in it to darken it up, but I like this color. I don't know. I just think this color is a good color all around. You can see the color there. I may add a little more flake. I gotta see what these look like when I shoot them. And if they look okay, then we're good. If not, we will cut them up, remelt them, and add more flake to them. That's all. But it's so warm out, it's going to take a minute for these molds to cool down a little bit. I want to see something here. Can you guys hear that fan that I turned on? I don't want it to be in the way of the live, but can you guys hear the fan blowing? Okay, if you can't hear the fan blowing, that's a good thing. I'm going to keep it on, and if it bothers you guys, then let me know, and I'll shut it off. I'm just getting some ear movement. All right, Chris, you are old. You got to get to bed. Take all your vitamins and get to bed there, Chris. All right, we're good then. So, but yeah, I really like this color. I think I'm gonna give them M, but I think I'm gonna add. Where's it at? Where is it at? Where the heck is my? Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Never add glitter when you have the fan on. It blows the glitter everywhere. I learned the hard way. Put a little more in. There we go. Okay. All right, what did Chris say? He said he's old. Good night, Mom. All right, Chris. We'll see you, buddy. Cutting these up here. In a minute, I gotta mix this glitter around a little better, actually. Get that all in there. Okay. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna see how these look here real quick, see if they took well. And they did. They did. There's the swim baits right there, Ken. So that's what you're getting right there, buddy. Swim baits looking good. Got that bluegill pattern. So we're going to set these off to the side there. And we got two more right there for you, buddy. So, yeah, but they look pretty good. See those? That's a good pattern. Like I said, I made a color sort of like this blue, but that's where I got the bluegill color, because I do like the bluegill for swim baits. But Steve from Wyoming got some sort of like this color off me a while ago, and he did really well on his. If you go to my website, you'll see that he has a video up there, and he was catching fish on almost the same color. His was a little bit different though. I think I had some red in there as well. But this is more of a true bluegill pattern for me. Now, bluegill patterns in the water look different than to your eyes as a fisherman. Like, you know, a lot of people buy baits because of the looks of the baits. So what we see with the fish are two different things. But that right there has the blacks in it. It has the copper in it. It has green and the bluish. And then I have a little bit of color changing. This powder right here, this little FX powder, that's in there. So when the light hits this, it changes color a little bit. It gives you like a little bit of a green and purplish hue, just like a fish gill. So that's why I went with that. And I added 1/8 of a teaspoon of that color changing powder in here to give it just a little bit of something different. You know what I mean? Just a little something special. So that's why we went with that. But that's the cool thing about custom baits, is you can do all kinds of stuff like that. Like if I put that in there, didn't tell you, you guys probably wouldn't even know. You just think that it's the light hitting it. But I actually added the powder. Now I got some purples, there's some oranges, there's some pinks, there's some blues, there's some golds, there's some reds. So there's a bunch of different little mica powders here that give it a little, you know, pearl. And then I have some pearl powders here with a bunch of other powder. So I just added just a hair, just a little bit of the color changing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, for real. So, but yeah, there's, you know, like you can make a color up. Like I've made a color up and never caught a fish on it. So that color goes away. But a lot of the colors that I do now are just fish catching colors. I've caught, you know, when I make them in my head here, I've caught fish on them. And I have a recipe book and stuff as well that I use. And, you know, if I get a good color, I make the recipe and I keep it, and then I use it later on down the road so I don't forget about it. You know what I mean? So we got this in here now. And you know, you can do as much glitter as you want, as much coloring as you want. You know, it's just up to you what you want to do. But I believe you can put too much glitter in. You can put too much coloring in. It'll dissolve out the other colors and things like that. So, just like my eyes are dissolving right now with the screen. Can't see much. But yeah, we're good. I don't know what the heck's going on with this thing here. Seems like it got a little darker on me. And I really don't want to. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Nope. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to it. Sorry if I paused for a second. I wanted to see if I could lighten that screen up a little bit, because it's messing with my eyes. Don't forget to hit that like. Thank you, dear corner. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's hard to see the screen with the bright light in my eyes, so I apologize for that. So, dear corner, I got you. I should have got my iPad, and I should have started using that tonight so I could see. But yeah, just some headaches, sinuses, and stuff like that. A little goofy. There's that color right there, so you guys can see. This thing is super hot too. Yeah, put sunglasses on. Then I won't be able to really... I can't see the chat with my sunglasses either. I'm like a vampire. So, but we'll be alright. We'll be good. Just letting this next shoot cure. And I'm going to make all the baits here tonight for you guys. So we got 9. There'll be 9 swim baits in each pack. And then there'll be, who knows, the Ned rig. There's 16 Ned rigs in the other one. Ned baits, so. What's it say? I'm sure Kenny just said something, sorry. Have Carly help you. She stopped helping because she got burned once and she didn't like it too much. So, but this is the other color that it will be doing, this green, sort of like that green right there. That green pumpkin, that's a good color for a Ned rig. Green with the blue, and I might even get a little crazy and put a little red in it. So we'll see. But we're gonna let this simmer up a little bit, and it's taking a little bit longer. I apologize for the neighbor cutting the grass. It's like dark out, but I think he's cutting the grass because it was so warm out. It was 91 degrees here today, so I can't wait to see those Ned worms. Yeah, we'll get to them very, very soon here, as soon as I get these all done, Ken, and we'll get to them. But I appreciate you guys coming in, Ken. I appreciate you buying the baits off me. That's awesome. Hopefully, if you get a chance, if you want to fish with them and you make a video with them, that would be awesome. Maybe tag me in on it, let people know that you got them from me. I'd appreciate that. Let's see how these look again here. Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go, right there, guys. So let them know that, hey, Ted from Off the Hook made them, and maybe steer them over to my website or steer them over to me or my channel. And that would be very cool. Looking good. All right, let me nick these up here again, put them back in. And I am going to take these out here. And we have a little plug. You've been busy? Yeah, I've been really busy too. I actually slacked just a little bit on my content the last month here, but it's all coming back. We're going to be hitting it hard here. All right, let's put this back in. And we'll shoot another shot here after we get this in here for about 30 more seconds. We'll get that in for 30 seconds, and then we will shoot the first pack, and that'll be your first pack of baits. And I will get them shipped out tomorrow, Ken. So I think you sent me your address, so we should be good with that. Let's see what it says. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure it has been hectic. And hopefully you get something going there, buddy. Let's see how we got here. Get this all mixed in here. Put it on again. 5 people in here. Thank you guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button, share it out. Let people know that I'm making some baits today. But yeah, once I get this all done tonight, I'm gonna go up. I'm probably gonna get a shower. I gotta watch even getting a shower. The steam from the shower messes with my head, my nose and stuff from sucking in that steam. Oh, and then I forgot all about it, and I had some horseradish cheese spread yesterday. And you know how horseradish burns your sinuses? And I did some horseradish, and woo, felt like I lit my head on fire. So that won't happen again until I'm cured. So I'm gonna stay away from, and I love spicy food. I love horseradish. I love all that stuff. But I gotta stay away from that right now until my sinuses are cured. My food plots, my frost seeding is good. Our clover's coming in really nice. My dad sprayed that with IMOX. It's looking really, really good. And I didn't plant any fall plots yet because it's too hot. We don't want to take the chance in burning anything out. So we're going to wait till about the third week of August to plant our food plots. Now, if you didn't see my live this morning, I've been working with Jinx Sense to come up with my own blend for a fall food plot. And that's going to be released here really soon. So I'm excited. I'm not going to tell you everything that's in it, but I'm going to tell you that it's going to be coming out real soon, and you're going to see some videos of me making it. And I believe Jinxum is going to put me on the bag and everything with it too, so that's kind of cool. So that's pretty exciting for me to be working on a blend with them. I've been working on it for about a month or two, putting in what I want to put in it, and I think we got it right, and we are going to put it out there for sale probably August. And it's a great food plot, fall blend. So it's a win-win on that one. You can't go wrong with it. That's why I made that mix up. So say something doesn't grow, something else is going to grow, and it's all high quality. So that's what we want. So keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited about that. And another thing, guys, if you guys are getting ready for hunting season, Jinxum's taking all pre-orders right now up to August 1st. So go over to my link and click on the link if you want any deer scent or anything like that before the season and pre-order. Go over there and you can save 10% off if you use my Off the Hook code. So make sure you're going over there and checking out Jinxum Scents. Their new stuff coming out. They have some ropes now. They got pre-orbital. They got limb lickers. They got Misfortune. They got Ecstasy or X. I don't know if you could say Ecstasy anymore. X, Misfortune, all that stuff. So hey Jamie, thanks for coming in. So yeah, so definitely go over and check out my link over there. Put your pre-order in for the season so you know that you'll have all your scent before the season, because once they start making it and they get orders, man, they use it up pretty quickly. So they already know what I want. So we are good to go with that. So I have some limb liquor left from last year, and I'm going to use that up. But the pre-orbital blend is unbelievable, guys. Like, I've had so much success with the pre-orbital, hanging it on a vine, and they've been having some really good success with hanging it on their ropes that they have. So yeah, check that out. But I don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the rope. It's just that I really like to use the natural stuff around my stand. And we have some great vines and stuff. And you guys have seen my videos with my cameras and stuff. And the deer love that vine. Just about every deer that comes through there's going up and smelling or licking that vine. So I'm really excited about it, because last year I shot my deer on October 16th. And on the 17th and 18th, I had 3 really nice shooter bucks there. So I'm hoping at least one of them babies made it, and I get them on camera this year. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been up to par with my cameras out on my scrape yet. But when I get back from Tennessee, which I'm leaving on Saturday, when I get back from Tennessee, I got a little bit more fishing content to put out, and then my deer hunting stuff comes in, my hunting. Food plots, mock scrapes, preparing our food plots, setting up, scouting, stands, all that stuff, mineral licks, all that stuff's coming out. What's that say? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just had him out today. We were practicing at the field, so that's another reason why my head ain't right today. I had him out in the field. I was pitching to him today. So, but yeah, he can hit. I'll tell you that much. That was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. And I've been hit, broken bones, hit, cut, stitches, fell, concussion, but nothing felt like that, man. Or nothing still feels like that. Okay, I think we're good with this. Open this one up. That one seemed like it shot really well as well. So we got some shoots out there, some really good ones. Okay. And then what I do is I stand them up straight on their backs so they don't roll over and get flat ends on the sides. They get flat on the top, that's okay, but they usually don't. And they need about 10 hours to cure. I like to cure them for about 24. So, but this will be good enough to cure and me put in the bag, and by the time Ken gets them, they will be all ready to go. All right, that's one. Let's get this back here. Get this baby back in there. Yeah, I got to get the trophy rocks out. The minerals down in Ohio still. Now, my buddy Bob got shoulder surgery, so he's out too right now. He hasn't been out doing too much. I think he made a run. He's making a run tomorrow down to cut his grass on the riding lawnmower, but he has a shoulder surgery he just got done. So after August, we're all going to be ready to go. So, but I'll be, like I said, I'll be doing some fishing content. Well, this Tennessee trip, you're going to see some content in there, some family fun videos, some vacation videos, some baseball. You know, you'll see all those. Some activities that we're going to do down there, I'll have that. I'll probably do a live or two while I'm down in Tennessee. I was never down in Tennessee at Pigeon Forge. Everybody's saying take your rods and everything, but I wanted to make this more of a family getaway instead of a fishing getaway, even though Tennessee has some big bass. But my wife commented on the one thing. You never know. I could go and buy another rod and go fishing. So the seed will be in probably in end of July. First week of August, I'm going to say. I think they're shipping it out. So it'll be here by the second week of August. I said I wanted to plant, and I gave them, but we're not going to plant it until probably the third week of August. So we're going to do that. As soon as it comes in, you'll see that content. I'll introduce the blend. I think Jinxon will be introducing the blend as well. So that'll be really, really cool. I'm getting nosebleeds as well, guys. When I keep my head down too long, my nose just starts bleeding. So when I look down or if I'm bent over, it'll bleed on me. Okay. I don't know why that one does that. I always have the one bait. It always boils over there for some reason. So I don't know if that injector, the hole is cut out correctly right there or not, but it comes out a lot. But I just peel it off and put it back in and remelt it, so that's no biggie. Let's see what people are saying here. $247. Oh, that's Nick. What's up, Nick? I seen you come in and talk about Theo, but yeah, he felt bad, but I told him, suck it up, buddy. It happens. So, but he was, my wife was texting me saying, hey, he's worried about you. And I said, don't worry about me, buddy. Just play your game. So, but we're all good. Just a little bit of recouping time, and that's about it. Let's see what I got over here real quick. Got a bunch of different colors here. I don't really like that one. Okay. So it's been wet, yeah. It's been wet here, but hot and wet, but really, really hot. And we don't want to take that chance in burning our food plots out. I wanted to plant right at the end of July, first week of August, to get that extra month in of growth. My fall plot, I wanted it to, the blend that I got, I wanted it to have as much mature time as possible. But it'll be mature in, you know, August until it has September to grow. 30 days, 40, 45 days, it'll be good. So, yeah, and it'll grow into October as well. And it'll stay green. That's the thing. It's going to stay green into November, December, which them deer will dig it up. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on down at camp. We got a gas line going in soon. So they are going to plant what they call that whitetail fusion on the gas line, and the stuff that I frost seeded came in really well, and my dad's been taking care of that right now. He's been down there. He cut it, and then we sprayed it with IMOX. IMOX is a slow burn, so it doesn't just get rid of everything. It keeps the clover, but it gets rid of the grasses. But we have some clumps of grass down there that the IMOX is not killing. We're going to see with this spray if it did. If not, we got to get glycol, and we got to go and spot spray these grass clumps. They're like little clumps. They're like little clumps of grass that grow. Nice. Get that pork. But the grass clumps are just crazy. How that IMOX didn't do nothing to the grass, and I thought it was supposed to kill it, but I got to look up that grass. Chris is having the same issue up his way with this grass, and so if not, we're going to just spray glycol on it, or Roundup, like, you know, that's what it is. Spray that on there and spot spray it and get rid of the grass. But I don't have to get rid of the grass, but I'm going to do it to see if it works. But there's a lot of clover growing, and then in this fall, we're going to plant the upper part of that field with clover again, and then we're going to have two separate ages of clover in that field, and then in the winter, in the spring again, we'll frost seed the whole thing. So we'll get mixtures of different age groups of clover and different kinds of clover in there, just actually growing and, you know, dying off and growing and dying off, so we keep it going. So every year we'll just have to go over there and frost seed it, and we'll keep the clover going in there. And once we get it going, it'll be just on all a nice big clover plot. We'll get our summer food source in there for less money. Instead of just planting and then dying, we're just going to keep the clover in there, and we'll use that main food plot as our clover plot. And then we got my mix. We're going to have some other mixes mixed in there as well. So, but you got to stay tuned for that. Let's see what we got here. And we're going to start. I got to oil these back up again, guys. Okay, we got that one. It's looking good. This one. This one. Okay. Let's cut these babies off here. We're going to put this in for 30 seconds, and we're going to oil. We're going to oil the mold again so we don't get no sticking. Just a little bit of worm oil goes a long way in these molds. Okay, and that's it. Nice. Pick up a swim bait rod. A swim bait jig rod. This will be perfect for these baits. All you got to do is put a jig head on this, a swim bait jig head, and you will be good to go. I think I have just enough plastic in here for you, Ken, on this bait here. Sorry if I'm missing the chat. My eyes are a little goofy. But the bright lights in my lab, my bait lab has to be bright so I can see all the colors and stuff like that. So I got a really high, like 5,000 Kelvin light, bright white light, so I can see colors and stuff in here really good. So it's better than that yellow light. I've been working in my bait lab with yellow lights for a couple years, and you can see them, but you can't see the colors like you can with this bright white light. So definitely better off, but it does hurt the eye. Even when my eyes are regular, it's still a little bright. Okay, almost ready to go here, guys. Put this in here a little bit more. We'll go for 20 seconds. Whew. It's warm out though, I know that. All right. Yep, this is ready to go, guys. Ready to go. Let's get this up and running here. Let's get the injector in. Okay, that's that. Get another shot, let that cure for a couple minutes here, and then we'll pull them out, and then we'll do our last shot of the swim baits, and then we'll get on to our Ned rigs. I'm actually going to cut up some of the Ned rig stuff right now. So, and the Ned rigs are a little bit different plastic. They're a little bit harder. And when I say harder, it's still soft, but it's just a little more durable, so they don't rip as much. These swim baits are a little softer because you want that tail to be wagging around for you. But the beauty of the custom is we can always make swim baits however you want it. You can make them harder, softer, and all that good stuff. But the swim bait plastic that I use is pretty good. But this Ned rig stuff is really good as well. So it's definitely a durable plastic. And we're going to see what that looks like once I melt that down. So, and we will get these shipped out tomorrow, Ken, probably by 1 o'clock. I think I got Old Tough Boar I don't care for. Old Tough Boar I don't care for. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of good meat, man. We used to go, my dad and I used to go to Ohio, and we would go to a guide, and we would get a boar, or pigs, and we would shoot them with our bows. My dad got charged, lost about 8 arrows, about $100, $200 worth of arrows. But the meat is awesome. We actually made pork chops one day in a crock pot with onions, and we poured applesauce over it. And we salt and pepper, applesauce, onions, and we cooked it in the slow cooker all day. Man, was that good. The applesauce seasoned that meat. It was really good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it was good. Onions, we put we put just a little bit of water in the bottom. Hey, George, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. A little bit of water. We put the pork chops down. We added some salt and pepper, whatever spice you want, garlic salt, garlic powder. I don't like using garlic salt and onion salt. I use powders. We do that. And then we laid onion on it. Then we put applesauce. Then we did another layer of pork. And then we did that all the way up and then just let it cook all day. And that was really good. But now, Jinxum has a bunch of flavors and stuff and seasonings for that kind of stuff. So Like I said, make sure you guys are going over to Jinx'em and checking out all their seasoning packs and everything they have. They have jerky kits, sausage kits, you know, summer sausage, all that kind of stuff over there. So they got you covered from field to table for sure. Always got to keep everything clean. I'm a clean freak down in here. Hey Bruce, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. You guys came in. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. I just got a rotisserie from my big girl. That's awesome. I tell you what, man, we got the air fryer, and that air fryer makes everything taste good. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have... Hey, Ken, I'm going to put all these swim baits in one bag for you, too. I'm not going to send you 2 packs. I'll just send them all in one, so you know. Just so you know, buddy. I'm going to shoot this once again. I didn't like it. I didn't like the 2 that come out of there. So we're going to heat them up. Heat them up again. We're going to add just a hair more plastic because I didn't like how that shot. Okay. Oh, yeah, man. No problemo. Let's heat this baby up for a minute. Yeah, I wanted to get them to you. You ordered them last week, so I wanted to get. Usually I'm at about 2 or 3 weeks now. Before, when I had time, it was usually about a week. But I can't guarantee the week delivery anymore because just so busy with stuff happening and things that come up and work and kids and all that stuff. So I usually say 2 to 3 weeks it'll be in. If it's a bigger order, maybe 3 weeks. But if I say 2 weeks, I can usually get them to you within 2 weeks. It's getting there. The thing that sucks too is my teeth are numb, like the side of my teeth, and I can't chew stuff hard. Like I ate a salad the other day that had a crouton in it, and I went to bite the crouton, and I thought my eye was gonna explode. It just hurt the whole left side of my face when I was chewing stuff hard today, or the other day. So I gotta be careful what I eat. My eye is doing okay, buddy. Thank you. How are you doing? My eye is doing okay, guys. Okay, and I think that's ready to shoot. Yes, it is. And I'm sorry I'm not showing you. I don't have all the cameras set up today because I wanted to get it in there and get you, you know, you guys can see what I'm doing when I show them to you. So I didn't set up the camera tonight. I didn't really have time to set up all the cameras and stuff to switch over to different views and stuff like that. We're getting ready to head to Tennessee, so we're packing. My wife's getting all kinds of stuff together. So it's just a little bit difficult to do everything right now. So I appreciate you guys being here. All right, we're gonna let that cure. Lift that up a little bit so it cures. All right, so let's see what some people have to say here. Nice. Yeah, hey, you still eating you still eating your sardines and stuff? Tell you what, man, I love some canned smoked oysters. I love smoked oysters. I'm not, hey, what's up, Anti? Thanks for coming in. I'm not a real big sardine guy. Mustard sauce I can do, but that's about it. But the smoked oysters, I love the smoked oysters. Smoked oysters on a Ritz cracker. Oh, I can do that for sure. What did Anti say when he came in? He probably said something. Wolverine. Yeah, they do make you look like Wolverine a little bit, don't they? Thank you guys for coming in. Please hit that like button. If you get a chance, share us out. We're still going to make some Ned baits as well. We're making the swim baits right now for Ken. Yeah, the Kipper snacks. So there is the swim bait in the bluegill pattern. Has a little copper, blue, green in there, some black. Very nice color. So we're going to see if Ken can't get some fish on those. And then I don't have a swim bait head here. I need to start getting all my hooks for my baits set up here. I have like a wacky rig and an EWG, but I don't have the swim bait hooks, and I should have a hook for each bait that I have. That way I can explain to you how to hook them and what hook is what and what sizes. I'm going to do that eventually. I'm going to get all the hooks for each bait, so I'll just hang them in front of me here, and then I'll have them to show you how I rig them or how you should rig them. Or you can rig them whatever way you want, really. There's no right or wrong way. If you're catching fish, it don't matter. We have a portable air conditioner that I haven't set up. My wife always tells me, set it up for your bait lab, and I never do, and I always regret it when it's this hot out because I'm in here. But when I'm using the microwave or the fan and the microwave, and then if I turn that AC unit on, it may blow a fuse, so I don't really want to do that. I want to actually take my bait lab and put it all on one breaker. Yeah, Texas rig. You can Texas rig them too and bring them up and down off the bottom. That's a good way to do it too. But yeah, I want to try to get a dedicated circuit, a dedicated line just for my bait lab. I'll have to change that around. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think we're looking good here. See how they look. Okay. Yes, these are looking good. One, there's two, and two, and three, and one more right here. All right, let's chop these up. Where's my knife? Where is my scissors? There they are. Okay, let's put this in here. Let's get this out of here. All right. Is there a crossover on there? What's up, crossover? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys are tapping that like button so I can get shared out. Share this out. We appreciate it. 3, 6, 9. That's hot. We're going to put it in again, guys. And one more shot, I think, for this. We'll go one more. 20 seconds. And it should be ready to shoot. Ready to shoot. Nice shiner. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Yeah. Got a good one. It went down a lot. But yeah, I got the broken orbital, broken sinus cavity, broken cheekbone, and multiple fractures around the eye socket. So that's always nice. All right, let's get this last shot on here. Hopefully it works out well. You got to really press on this one side because it leaks out of there. So that should be it for that one, guys. And then we're going to start messing around with these Neds here. After this one's done, I think we got enough. Yeah, we got enough bait shot out for him. For those. Yep. Take this one, set that aside there. Hopefully we get this going here. Then there's Sturge, the Backwoods Barbarian. Just got home from work. You work a lot, buddy. You need to take some more time off. You work all the time. And you work early, too. I always see your lives in the morning. They're already over when I'm going to work. Make sure you're checking out the Yolatech, too. My link on Yolatech. There's a bunch of cool stuff over there for charging battery chargers and juice banks and mounts for cameras. Make sure you're going over there and checking that out. And check out the website too at OFFTHEHOOKOUTDOORS.us. I have some pictures and stuff. I actually have to revamp that and put some newer pictures up. And then I got all my baits on there. Not all my baits, most of my baits. Not all of them yet. Yeah, this is like a green pumpkin, a very dark green pumpkin with blue flake. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of red in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit of red, or I'm going to put a little bit of gold in there. I don't know yet. Depends what I'm feeling. Maybe purple. I might do the purple. Yeah, I think that is what I'm going to do, actually. I think I will do the purple. Yow, that's still hot. They're solid all the way through, buddy. They're solid all the way through. They're good. They're not going to rip on you. They're not going to rip, buddy. They are not going to rip. I am going to add a little bit of brown to this, guys. It's green, but I don't like it totally green. I want it brown. A little bit of brown in here. So we're going to add a little bit of cocoa to it. There we go. That's what I want right there. We want it looking like a mud bug a little bit. That's what I want right there, guys. Okay, so now that cocoa, we added some of the Dead On Cocoa blend into that green pumpkin. Like I said, guys, it's all custom here. We could add all kinds of stuff. So, and I just like to fire it up and make it. You know what I mean? But I've done this before with this cocoa color, with this green. Let me get these out of here real quick, these swim baits, and get them out of here. And then we will move on to the Ned baits. Okay, so this one's looking good. This one's looking good. And this one is looking good. So we are done with the swim baits, buddy. Okay, now we're gonna move on to these Ned rigs. And we're gonna do a little bit of magic here. So I'm gonna get rid of this right here and clean that up in a second. Put that off to the side. Yeah, let's clean it up a little better there. Okay. Now we got the Ned rig. Let's get this going here. Let me get a little bit. I got the finesse with the Ned, but I'm going to put a little bit of warm plastic in it too, just to soften it up a touch, but it still won't rip. So we're going to put that in here for 30 seconds. And we are going to clean off everything from the blue. We're good with that. Got the green, and that's what we're going to do there. And I am going to take the purple out. We're going to add some purple to it. And might as well put the blue back in it. I'm going to do the navy blue though. Okay. So how this is looking here. Okay. So that loosened it up a bit. I just wanted it to loosen it up a little bit. It was a little bit too tight. Plastic was just a little bit too tight. And I may even add a little bit more brown to that. Let's see. We got the green pumpkin. Where's the brown pumpkin? Green, brown. And we want this to look like a crayfish slash some kind of sculpin slash some kind of minnow. So that's why we're going with the green brown, because everything like crayfish are brown, fish are brown, green, a little bit of greens in there. So we got this going, looking good here. I am going to put now, guys, I want to see if it's... I don't know if I like it. Let me put it back in for a second. We'll see if I like it. I want to pull that back out and see if I like it. So I'm going to let it get hot again. I want to look at it. And if I don't like it, we're going to make it again. Okay, not looking bad. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to add some of the blue, the navy blue, darker blue to it, just a little bit. And then I'm going to add the purple, guys. And wait till you see this, how this transforms this green. Okay, now we got the blue and the purple in there. Let's mix this up. You guys will see. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. That's what we want, guys. I'm going to show you this in a second here. I'm going to shoot it right now. Okay. All right, we're gonna let that cure, guys, for a little bit, and then we're gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna show you the Ned rig. But this is the color right there. I don't know if you can see that. You got the green pumpkin with a little bit of cocoa in it, brown. Then you got the blue, navy blue, and purple. This plastic right here that I'm shooting, it almost is like the Z-Man plastic. It's like you can remelt it down. Z-Man, you can't do that, but this is the closest that I've found. The mix that I found is close to Z-Man, that Elastec. So this stuff lasts a good time. It's pretty good. So we'll see what happens on this shoot here, and I'll show you guys. But it's a durable plastic for sure. And I like using really sharp hooks when I'm putting through my plastic, because if you don't use a sharp hook, it tends to rip. So everybody thinks, oh, a hook is sharp when it comes out. Sometimes they're not as sharp, and you put it in that plastic, and it rips it, not pierces it, and that actually will mess up the makeup of the plastic, and it'll tend to rip easier if you do that. So we'll see here. It seems like it's hardening up pretty good, like I want it to be. So we'll see. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, you can pull them specs. Those are tough baits for sure. Yeah, and these are sort of on that line. I'm not going to say they're as good, and I don't want to say, oh, mine are better, but they're on that line of the Elastec stuff. So when you're using them, you'll see what I mean. But they're not the Elastec. I don't think nobody got that recipe or can get that recipe. Plus, I've tried to melt Z-Man down, and you can't do it. You can't melt them down. Don't ask me what, how, when, how they do it, or whatever. Okay, so there is the baits right there, guys. That's the Neds. They look pretty awesome, actually. Look at that. That's the Ned rigs right there, guys. And we're going to snip these. I like to snip these because I want them straight for your Ned heads. As straight as possible. So that's them right there, guys. That's them. Okay, let's get this cut up. And let's get another shot if we can. That purple with that green and everything it's different, but it's an eye catcher for sure. So hopefully you like them, Ken. And they will be durable for you, buddy. When I'm cutting them, you could feel them. They're like snapping like hot dogs. What end? You can use whatever end you want on the hook. But what I do is I have the knobby end is the back of it, and my hook goes through the front, which looks like a worm right here. I put my Ned head on that side because I feel that this is the texture side. When they grab onto it, they feel it and then they suck it in. You know what I mean? Or they suck the whole thing in. But this knobby end, that displaces some more water than this end. So I always put the Ned head on the worm end, not the knobby end. Yeah, this is actually a really good mix, Ken. You're going to like this. That color's it's a weird color, man, but I'm telling you right now, it'll get you bit. It gives you that impression of like a muddler minnow or like a crayfish, and that purple with the blue in it. And I have light blue in there and I have navy blue in there, so it gives you two different colors along with that purple. When the sun hits it, when it's like, I like using this color even in muddy water. So I gave you a color that's good in The bluegill color is good in darker water. It ain't good in like muddy water because it's sort of like a translucent with like a little bit of sun deflection properties. So if it's muddy water, you're really not going to get it. Now you'll get the contrast a little bit with that, but these darker Ned rigs will give you the contrast. In light water, they'll look like crayfish. In darker water, they'll look like, you know, they'll give off good contrast for you to, you know, good profile coming across the bottom there. All right, let's do this. Let's shoot this. Let's get this good shoot here. Okay, we're gonna let that go and see what happens. But yeah, that's a good looking bait. Can't resist it, dude. I'm telling you, I can't wait till you use them. And I definitely would love for you to make a video on it, or even a short or something. Just do it with it. I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Okay. Another thing, guys, when you're washing your hands with this plastic, don't ever put water into the hot plastic. It will blow up like lava. Steel and water, it'll blow up just like this plastic and water. Always make sure your cups are dry when you're done, when you clean them out, before adding plastic in them and putting them in the microwave, because when you pull them out and they start popping, they will splash you with hot plastic and it will burn like steel. It's 360 degrees. My daughter actually got burned and I felt bad a while ago, and she still has a scar on her arm, but she'll love me forever because she'll always remember me by that scar. All right, so we're gonna pull these out too here. We're gonna let them sit for a little longer. We're gonna pull them out, and then Kenny, you are done for the night, buddy. I'll let these cure tonight. Tomorrow I'll get up in the morning and I will pack them up and I will ship them off to you. You will also be getting a little package, probably a hat hook. You'll get a couple of my cards along with a decal. So I got some new decals made as well coming in soon. They're just the same thing, but they're a round sticker, not die cut. I wanted to do some off the hook round stickers as well with the white background with the off the hook. But yeah, I got some ideas for another decal for my off the hook logo here that I'm gonna be doing. Some bigger decals and some YouTube and Instagram and Facebook stuff with the sticker. So, and that is how they look, guys. Look at that, boom. They look good. I mean, Nikki's off here. What's good about a Ned rig, now if they have a little bit of a dent in them, like I'm looking, there's one with a little bit of a dent or like a little bit of an air bubble in it. I use that because that air bubble will cause a bubble to come out and it actually makes the bait look more alive. So if it ain't broken or nothing, if it's just got a little air bubble in it, I keep that in there because it will leave off a little bit of an air bubble, and it gives you, I think it leaves a little more action. Like it gives you a little bit of like the bubble trail. And it doesn't matter, you know what I mean, for that at all. I'm going to actually take this, I'm going to cut this up again, and I'm going to put, see what I can get out of this. Maybe another one. So like this one here is a little bit hollow, but it's still, you put the Ned rig in there and it's still a good bait, you know what I mean? So we'll leave them in there, Ken, for you, and then I'm gonna see if I can't make a couple extra ones here and throw in there as well, so you'll have them all up there. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you're checking out all my links in the description of the videos. Appreciate you guys. I don't know if I'm going to have enough for this. So what I'm going to do is add a little more of the finesse. Just a little bit to give it a good shot. There we go. I'll give you a couple extras on this one, Ken. Just because those ones have a little bit of bubble in it, but I'll give you some more here. I'll give you another set to make up for them. But they're still usable. You can still use them. All right. Let's get this mixed in here. And that'll be in another pack. All of them will be in the same pack. Yeah, there you go. That's starting to break down a little bit for you. We're starting to get it broke down. That'll be a good shot there. That'll be my last one. Let's get that back in there. But I even do tips. Like I'll even do these with like a different color tip on them. You can do a half and half laminate with these. You can do a tip tail, different color tail. So I do all that, like fire tips and fire tails is what I call them. We do a bunch of stuff like that. So you can always custom. That's what I love doing, is customizing everybody's baits. We can work with different plastics, different sinking, salt. You know, we can do scent. We can do different colors. We can do different mixes of plastic, hard, soft, all that different stuff. We can make custom stuff for you for sure. So make sure you know, and that's what I love about the custom baits. You can always tinker with stuff and make it work. And I'm really good at color matching too, guys. So if you have a color out there that you know of that you want, just let me know the color and I will find it and I will match it up to as close as I can get it, which is pretty close. And then there's pearl powders, mica powders, glitters, there's colorants, there's all kinds of stuff. Color changing, you know, there's just so much stuff that we can do. Okay, let's do this. Let's shoot this sucker right here. Just pressing down with constant pressure just to get the air bubbles and stuff out of there. And then just pour it on the sprue and then let it set, guys, and that is it. And I'll put all these in the same pack as well, Ken. You got some extra ones, so just so you know. And I will package these up tomorrow and send them out to you, buddy. No, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you for your support, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, I'll throw you in some stuff. I'll probably a hat hook. I get the hat hooks from Gary. I'll throw some hat hooks in, a hat hook in. I'll throw some of my cards, a decal, and then I'll throw in a couple extra baits for you here. So, yeah, that's what I want to do that for you guys. You guys have supported me for a long time, and I appreciate it. So, all right, let's see what we got here, guys. Ooh. Looking good. Looking good. They're a little hot still. They're still dripping on me. But we're going to cut them up, and they are ready to go. I could have left them in there a little longer, but I took them out now. They're fine. They are looking good, too. And that is it, buddy. That is it for you tonight, Ken. I got all your stuff made tonight. I appreciate you ordering them from me, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here tonight, supporting me and my channel. I love doing this. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this stuff. So, Thank you guys for coming in tonight. Make sure you're checking out all of the links in my description, please. I appreciate that. It really helps when you're sharing us out. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, or let your friends know about my channel. I'm really trying to hit 5K this year. I'd really like to get that. I'd really like to get that during hunting season. I really would. If it don't happen, that's okay. I'm just shooting for that goal this year. Hopefully by hunting season or right after, before the next fishing season, I get to 5K. Really hoping to do that. And then, yeah, we're just going to keep making videos. Keep an eye out for Tennessee this week. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a nice family trip. Hopefully Theo's team does good at the tournament. Now they're doing like home run derbies and stuff like that. I don't think Theo's in the home run derby. I really wish he was in the home run derby because the dude can hit. But there is a kid that's leading the team with home runs, so he is doing it, Mason. So hopefully these kids get down there, they put on a good performance, and they do well in the tournament. And like I said, guys, as long as they're out there doing it, that's all that matters, as long as Theo's having fun. Check out all my stuff. Check out FishAngler, my free invite app as well. You can check out the invite link in my description. Check out Jinx Some Sense. They're doing it till August 1st. Get your pre-order in for that. Check out Redmond Hunting. Get your trophy rock. Great minerals. Also, Jinxum has minerals too, fat racks and things like that. They have the seed if you want to get your fall food plots in. If not, wait until my seed comes out and maybe purchase the seed that I'm putting out there for with Jinxum. That would help me with Jinx Some Sense as well. I am on their pro staff, so I'm looking forward to another great season. Their products work, guys. I wouldn't tell you that it didn't work, or I wouldn't tell you that it worked if it didn't. It did. You've seen my videos this year of all the deer coming into the scent and stuff like that. That's how I shot my biggest deer in my life this year, using the Jinx Some Scent. So I'm a believer for sure. If you look at the mock scrapes that I put out with the pre-orbital and stuff on them, with the dabs and stuff in it, they do come to it and they love it. So guys, I wanted to say thank you. You probably won't hear from me. The next time you see me, I'll be in Tennessee. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Share us out. Share this video out. Go over, check out my playlists. And like I always say, guys, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations. And we will see ya.